Hello everyone. In this exercise of SolidWorks, we will understand about about the fill pattern in SolidWorks. Let's start. File, new, part, and OK. This is the SolidWorks user interface. This is our SolidWorks user interface. This is the command manager. This is the view. This is the tab section. This is the feature tree manager. This is the view head-up tool. This is the task pane. Okay, this is the menu bar. First, we will understand in this exercise fill pattern in SolidWorks. I am taking top plane here. First, we will create a simple part. This one, rectangle. This one, select, uncheck this thing. You uncheck from this one. If the shaded portion comes, shaded, check contours. You can click it, it will disappear. Okay, suppose I take this one and this one. Okay, this dimension I am taking 200, and this I am also taking 200. Okay, I am taking this rectangle and the sheet metal tab section. I am going sheet metal. If you don't have the sheet metal, right click on any tab, right click, tab, and click sheet metal. Check this. This is sheet metal. Then it will come here. But I have the sheet metal, right? This sheet metal, this one, base flange. I am taking 2 mm thickness. This is a downward thickness. You can up, down in this way. Okay, and relief, there is no use of the relief here at this point. I have been making simple part here, this one. Okay, and hit right button. This is a simple part here. Okay, isometric view. First, I am creating a feature on this part. Select this face, sketch, normal, this one. I am creating this. First, I am creating a simple center line here. This one, this, and this one. Okay. And now I am creating a circle here. This, I am creating a circle of 10 mm. This one. Okay. This is the 10 mm dia. Now, I am going the extrude cut, whether you go in the sheet metal or you feature extrude cut, link to thickness, blind, and link to thickness. Link to thickness means this will cut up to the thickness. Okay, this one. This is a feature. I have made a feature here. In this fill pattern feature, you will go in linear pattern. You will find the fill pattern here. Fill pattern, if you click this one, with this tool, this window comes here, new window comes here. With the help of this fill pattern, we can create a number of patterns of this feature. We can also create the number of multiple pattern, the linear pattern, in the circular pattern. But with this feature, we can create number of patterns in the certain design layout that provides a system. SolidWorks system provides. There are the 4 pattern here. This one, with the help of this one, we will understand one by one every design pattern. These are the 4 pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 pattern here. Okay. In the bottom, you will find feature and faces. There are the 2 options here. Selected features, created sheet cut. We will also see both of these. First, I am taking selected feature. Which features? I am taking this feature, or you can from select here, cut extrude. This one. First, you have to select. These are the 2 options: feature and faces. Selected feature, create sheet cut. I am selecting selected feature. In this feature, we will have to create a feature. But in case of create a sheet cut, there is no need to make a feature here. We will understand later on this create sheet cut. First, this I have selected in future and faces, selected future. I am selecting this from here, cut extrude. Okay, then fill boundary. Fill boundary is what? This boundary. I am selecting this face. Pattern layout, there is a one first layout I am selecting. This is the perforation. Actually, pattern layout means it tells in what sequence and at a what distance the these instances are we have to locate. This is just a layout. Okay, I am taking first layout, pattern layout, this perforation. Okay, first this is the instance stepping. What is instance? These are all are instances. These are all are instances. For example, I take a distance of 20 mm, for example. This is the distance between the instances. Okay, this is the angle 60 degrees. What is this angle? This is the, later I will explain how to measure this angle. Stagger angle. This is known as the stagger angle, 60 degree. And this is the 20 mm margin. This is the margin. First is the this one. This option is instance spacing. This is the, these are all are instances, different number of instances here. Okay, this distance between the consecutive instances, this distance is 20 mm. This is the 60 degree is the stagger angle. I will show how to measure this. This is the margin. What is margin? Margin, I am taking suppose 15 mm only. 15 mm. This margin means these are these extra, this is edges from edges at a distance of 15 mm. This margin, if this margin is 15 mm, it means at a distance of from the this edge, there will be no instances. Okay, this is the condition for this. This is constraint. At a distance of from the edges, this edges, this edges, this edges, there will be no instances you will see. Okay, there will be no instances, or it will be at a distance of more than 15. If at a distance of 15 or at least 15 mm distance, there will be no instances. You will understand this thing. Okay, edge are select, this face edge is selected. You can select this edge clear, and you can select this edges, and you can change the direction. Okay, from here this is the direction you can change. For example, you can clear it from here. I am selecting this edges. Okay, validate count. This is the number of instances, how many to, this is the 77 instances count. Okay, if I hit the right button, you will see here, this one. Now, if you edit it, you will see but staggered angle. This 20 mm is the distance between the instances. How you can measure it? This one. And stagger angle is 60 degree. Suppose I select this and make a sketch here, normal. Okay, and I am drawing a center line here. This center line, any three, this one, any three, these threes, any these three, this one. Okay, these three. So suppose I am joining this center line, right click, again a center line I am making here, this one. Center point, this one. I am showing the stagger angles. Smart dimension, if you measure it, this dimension, this will be the 60 degree. This is the stagger angle. In this way, the stagger angle represents this one. 1, 2, 3. The angle between this. Okay, understand? I think you have followed. First is the staggered angle, we understand. Next is the I delete this one. This sketch I am deleting. And fill pattern, first is the distance between the two instances, 20 mm. How you can measure it? If you go in the evaluate section, measure, and this is the 20 mm. Distance between the centers. Distance between the two consecutive instances is 20 mm. Actually, this distance represents the center distance, center to center. This distance is center to center, circle from the center of this circle to this circle. Okay, this is, in this way you can measure the distances. Okay, Margin, what is the margin? This, if you measure this line, this edge, and this one, this is the 25 point. I have already told you that the instances that will be at a distance of 15 mm, I have provided the margin, but this will be the layout in this such fashion, because and this will be at a distance of 15 or more than 15. Okay, at least 15 mm distance must be. There will be no instances. This is the mean of margin. Okay, and clear selection. Now I am taking another example. Now I am taking this layout, circular. What is circular? Circular. And first is the target spacing. We will understand also instances per loop also. And now target. Now in this option this option is the instance spacing. This instance spacing, suppose I am taking 20 mm. Okay, and this is the margin 15 mm. And what is this? I am taking, for example, 20 mm. Okay, this is the loop spacing. Firstly, you have to understand what is loop. Okay, loop is what? This first circle, this is the first loop. This another circle is the second loop. This circle is the third loop. In this way, these are the loops. And first loop is this one, and second loop is this one. Second loop is this one. Third is loop one. Third is this one. Fourth is loop one. This first, I have given the distance. This is the loop spacing, 20 mm. How you can measure, I will show you later on. And this is the distance is between the two consecutive instances, 20 mm. Okay, this is the margin. Margin, I have already told you, 15 mm means there will be no instance at a distance of 50 mm from this is the corner edges, these edges, these edges, these edges, and these edges. At a distance of 15, there will be no instances, or it will be more than 15. But at least at 15 mm distance, there will be no instances. This is the mean of margin. Okay, suppose any instance coming on beyond 15 mm, because this is cutting the margin line, so that doesn't appear. In that case, it will come beyond 15 mm. Okay, so how you will measure? Rest parameters as is selected, and count are the 71 selected feature. Cut extrude I have already selected. Okay, now I will show you how to measure this. This is the loop spacing, and the instance spacing and margin, and this OK button. Now evaluate, measure, and you will see this distance. This is the first loop. This is the second loop. If I select this one and this one, you will see this is the distance between the circuit, 20.4. So this is the first loop and this is the second loop. The distance is 24 mm. You can also measure first anything, this one, and this one. This is that I have wrongly selected. Suppose this is the first loop, this is the second loop. If I click on this circle and this circle, this is the 20 mm. Okay, this is the loop spacing. I think you have followed the what is now what is the distance between the instance spacing? If I select this one and this one, this is also 20 mm. This is the within the loop. Within the loop, two consecutive loops, instances. This is known as the instance spacing. And between the first loop and second loop, instances distance, that is the loop spacing. Okay, I think you have followed this thing. You can measure in this way. Margin, I have already told you. Suppose you want to measure this thing and this one from here to here, this one and this one. This is coming 15.5. So the margin means at a distance of 15 mm, I have provided 15 mm margin. At a 15 mm, there will be no margin. Okay, instances will be at least at more than 15. Below 15 mm margin, there will be no instances. This is a mean of margin. I think you have followed it. Okay. Now edit. Now we understand this layout, square loop. Now this is a square loop. This is the square loop, and selecting target spacing. First is this one. This is the distance between the loop spacing. In this case, this is the first square and this is the second square, like a circle in this pattern, like this pattern. This is the first loop, first square. This is the second square. This is the third square. This is the fourth last square. This is extreme boundary. Okay, this is the 20 mm is the distance between the loop spacing. First loop is this one, this square. Second loop is this second square, this one. Third loop is this third square, this one. Last, this one, fourth square. Last one is this one. In this way, in this layout, in this square forms and layout form. So I have provided 20 mm loop spacing. Suppose this is the first loop. This is a, I will show how to measure, and this is the distance between the instance spacing. I am provided 20 mm. This is the 15 mm margin, as is the direction. You can change, right click, clear cut, clear. Again, you can select any direction here. This you can select this one, or you can reverse the direction from here. Suppose I click clear, you can select this dimension, this edge, and reverse the direction from here. Okay, I am uncheck this one and clear. I am selecting this dimension, this. Okay, this one. Okay. Selected feature, I have already selected this extrude cut, this one extrude cut, which I have made initially. I have made. So I will show you how to measure the loop spacing and the instance spacing, and if hit the right button, this one. So how you measure this one? This is the first loop, first square, this first, and this is the second square. Okay, if I check this first loop and this is second loop. If I check this distance and this one, this is the loop spacing 20 mm. Okay, in this way you can measure the loop spacing. Now, what is the instance spacing? If this is the first loop, this is the consecuting instances. Measure distance. How you measure? Select this one and this one. This distance 20 mm. Okay, this is the distance between the instances within the first square. This is the first square. Earlier I have shown shown you to the loop spacing. This square instance and this square instances. Okay. In this way you can measure the distance. Actually, system shows the distance between the centers. If I say the distance between two instances, it means the distance is between the center of these instances. Okay. Check this thing. Margin I have already shown you. This one you can select the edge, and this is the clear, and this one and this edge. This one. This is 17 mm. So I have already told you there will be no instances at a distance of 15 because I have provided the margin of 15 mm. It actually margin will be at least 15 mm or more than 15 mm. Okay, you will. But within 15 mm, there will be no instances. This is the mean of margin. I think you have followed. Now again, I edit. This is the last pattern. This is the polygon. Polygon. Suppose I select 5 side. The number of sides is. You will see this is the polygon. If I select the direction, clear, and select this direction, this. Okay. Or you can select this direction, this one. So this, what is this? This is the loop spacing. This is the polygon. If you closely watch this first side, this second side, this is the third side, this is the fourth side, this is the slant side, is the fifth side, and again this one, 1, 1, this one, 1, 2, in this way. These are the polygons are forming. If you closely watch it, this is the, and this is the distance between the loop spacing. First loop, suppose you increase the distance, this one, this is the distance between the, this one, this is the instance spacing, this is the instance spacing, this one, and this is the margin, and this is the instant loop spacing. Okay, suppose you direction, you can change this direction, this one. How you can measure it? This is the loop spacing. Loop spacing 20 and 20 also. This one. Measure. This is the first polygon. This is the second polygon. This one. This is the first polygon. It means this is the first loop. This is the second polygon. This is the second loop. If you measure the distance, this one and this one, this shows the 20 mm. Okay, in this way you can show. And if you between consecutive loops instance spacing, this is the first polygon. If you want to know the distance between the consecutive instances, how? Select this edge, this edge. .11 this one. In this you can measure this thing. Okay, now I have explained all the four is this one. You can also use this thing, instance per side. Instance per side, I suppose instance per side, you can take 20 mm distance. Suppose you decrease So this is the first polygon, this one. Instance per side. Suppose I take perforation. First I have understood. In first case I have what is the pattern layout. This is this one, fill pattern, extrude. This is the target. First I have taken this option, target spacing. This is the instance per side, and taking this one. This is the instances. This is the instance spacing. Instance spacing between the two consecutive loops. This 60-degree staggered angle I have already told you, and edges I selected. In this way you can take this one. This is the instance spacing. Suppose this is the instance per loop. This I have taken this option, instances per loop. This is the first loop. This is the second loop. This what is this? This is the loop spacing. Same thing. This first loop. This is the second loop. But I have taken, this is the number of loops, instances. In the number of loops there are 10 I have taken 10. It means there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are the 10 instances in each loop. This is the first loop. This is the second loop. This is the third loop. This is the, if you take this option, and this is the number of instances. This is the loop spacing. Loop spacing is 20. Loop spacing is 20. So you can measure between this loop, this instance and this. If you will measure this, you will find 20 mm. Okay, I've already told you how to measure these distances between these loops. This is the first loop, this is the second loop. Loop spacing means this loop. This is the corresponding instances. Distance between will be the 20 mm. Number of loop is 10 mm. In this way, and this way you can take a square. Square you can take it number of 10 and instances per side. 9, 20. This one. Face. You can measure this one. Suppose this, you can select this one. This one. 9. In this way you can select particular design of this thing. Now we will take another example. Create seed cut. This one. This seed cut. In this option, there is no need to make a feature here. There is no need to make a feature here. So in this, under this option, there are the predefined shapes: circle, square, diamond, and polygon. These are the, suppose I take this example. Circle 8 mm dia is the circle dia, and this is the 8 mm circle dia. Okay, parameters are here. This is the number of instances. This is the distance with loop spacing. This is the distance between this loop and this loop. In this way, in create seed cut, there is no need to make a feature. System has defined particular shapes. This is the circle. You can take this one. Now this feature doesn't have any meaning. This is no meaning. Without cutting, without making any feature, you can take this shape and decide the parameters, and you can fill the pattern. Okay, and these are another pattern. You can select this one, vertex of this one. You can vertex select it. Vertex from here you can select here. From here, show sketch. You can select vertex from here. This one and this one. You can select vertex this way. This is the size of the square. You can decide the size. Suppose you want to take 6 mm. You can take it. Size of the square will be 6 mm size. And diamond, you can take it. This one. This is the diamond shape. This is the polygon shape. You can take it. This is the polygon shape. Okay, polygon shape. You will see there's a polygon. 10. You suppose you take 5. This is the polygon of 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. In this way, this is making a 5 polygon. This is the circle dia. This is the circle of which is circumscribes circle dia. This is the inscribed circle dia. You can decide it. Point, you can decide this one. In this way, you can measure, make this one. In create seed cut, there is no need to make a feature. You can select it. One feature also, this parameter I've already shown you how to. This is different pattern layout. You can select from here. This one. The different layout also. This system has defined this predefined layout, so you can select it. Now one thing more here, bodies. Now we will understand about the bodies. Okay, you have followed create seed cut. Under create seed cut, there is no need to make a feature, and system has predefined shape, circular. This one, this you can take. Simply decide the parameters for this one and hit OK button. Okay, now I one more feature option is bodies. How will use the bodies? I am this one, hitting OK. This is the regular proof. For this, I am deleting. Cut extrude, I am deleting this one. Okay, sketch this one. This one. This is the pre. Now I will extrude this feature. How? Feature, extrude boss face. This one. Extrude, for example, blind. This one. Blind, link to thickness, and suppose I extruded this one, but unmerge rate, because I will make number of pattern for this thing. I will unmerge this one. This one, Now this is the, now I am using extrude boss face feature. So again feature go in the linear pattern, fill pattern. In fill pattern, actually in the fill pattern we make the number of patterns with the help of fill pattern. This job we can also do in the linear pattern, circular pattern, but in this fill pattern we make the pattern, number of pattern as for in these formats, in the 4 types of the design layout. This is the perforation, this is circular, this is the square shape, this is the polygon. With the help of fill pattern we do. Now we understand how to use this fill. Bodies. In the selected feature, I have explained you. Create sheet cut, I have explained you, because in this there is no need to make a feature. Selected feature, we will make a feature. But now at this time I am not using this extrude cut, I am using the extruded boss bit. For this I will have to go in the bodies. Which bit bodies? Select bodies. This body, base bodies, base extrude. This select here or select here. This I have selected. Okay. Now decide the parameter, perforation or this one, this layout you prefer. And suppose this distance is 20 mm. Because dia is 10 mm, so this distance will be more than this one. This is what loop is spacing. You will see carefully. This is also, this is the instance spacing 20 mm. And this is the margin of this thing. Okay, select this fill boundary, this one. In this way you can, and this is the this. In this way you can measure this thing. In the same way you can measure the distances also. Evaluate, measure between the loop spacing. Suppose this and this. This is the consecutive loop. You have to take the consecutive loop. This is the instance spacing, this one. 28 circle centers. What distance I have taken here? 28. This is the instance spacing. This is the loop spacing first. This is the instance spacing. Under bodies option. Please note this thing. I am using this time boss extrude. 28 the loop spacing, 28.28 same is the instance spacing. So how you will measure this thing? Measure and this one. This is the first loop. Corresponding loop you have to take. This, suppose this one. This and this. 28. This is the 28. This distance actually represents the distance between the centers. And now instance spacing. Select this and this one. This is also 28. This is the first loop. Within first loop, there is a distance between the instance spacing, and this one is this distance, and this distance is the loop spacing, 20.2 mm. This distance represents the center distance. Okay, clear? The margin I have explained already. If the margin is the 15 mm, it means at a distance of 15 mm from the edge there will be no instances. Okay, or more than 15 mm. At least 15 mm there will be no instances. Okay, I have explained all the things. These are the different layouts you can measure, define, and different. I have explained all the parameters, and I have also explained the use of the bodies. And okay, I hope you have followed everything. I hope you would have liked this video. You please like, share, and subscribe this channel. Thank you very much.